Going into the post line here, Kangan wants to get aggressive and will be rewarded. That's 2 players plucked out of the picture. Maybe a few more where that came from. He's eager for it, but Leaf, you don't want to test to this guy because he will challenge, standing tall. This guy has already done the damage and has fallen to pieces before their very eyes. EDG, not too many options left for him. Has to stick this one just for the win cons. Having a defuse, sticking it all away. Slow body full attack, but the final one will do it.
EDG are going to get an idea of that, and then they're just going to start vacuuming up space without using too much utility. They're going to have it all for post plant. Kankan's going to be on aggressive angles. You know, at some point you do need to mix things up and go for contests, tuck somebody in the pipes, run strats like this.
This is getting a little bit messy, but at the end of the day, it is cleaned up with 4 players surviving, so EDG.
But Trent might get overwhelmed.
Yep, might indeed. Underhanded flash as well, straight through and out. Nobody wants to take that point and contact, and his body's dropping on either direction still. EDG with that player advantage. Massively so, in fact, now left down to just Jonah P. This is an EDG fully powered up, fully empowered. Utilized, which Simon's going to be letting loose and letting rip right now with a no command, at least to get a bit of safety down onto the site. Nobody wants to get this plant down. It will be defended.
Simple cleanup.
Yeah.
But a pretty big ult expenditure. It's one that Simon would love to have for the next round. Perhaps a little worried about time pressure there. But they've kept things very, very clean apart from that no command usage.
2 players side by side again, a game of time, and G2 are they going to be catching it, looking completely in the wrong direction.
No response there to the audio cue of the wall falling. They're already pushed up too far. Leaf falls as well.
My.
Simple stuff. These first 5 rounds that we've watched, I mean, look at this.
Got to keep the rifle, but already spotted out, noted, and he's going to be swarmed. Applying right now is making G2 just sweat a little bit more. Valen even going for a couple of peeks here, but he's missed. Oh, no, not quite. It's nobody that's missed the timing here with a cove. Simon going to be sticking that, going for the plant as well. Thrash doesn't really clear too much as well, but a backstab, no way! Responded and adjusted. Icy just whips it around and rips the head clean off. Out of Reckoning, lockdown, all going to be combined. EDG just trying to stem the bleeding and stop this one. Slight awareness, Smoggy already wrapping this one. Thrash connecting, that's entertainment. And there's still potentially that time on the board to make a go of things. Could play spoiler to absolutely all of this one. It's already gone flying and Trent is finished. Icy with a defuse, but that's been broken. And already, I hear it, time has just squandered. Gotten away from G2, but it kills. A round win. We'll do the rest of the work past that point. Dizzy to clear this one. G2 blinded. Oh, still lands the shot before the eventual trade. And holding it tooth and nail in through the back. But G2 finally with those guns in hands put a round on the board. Walkabout Sleep has got to put a stop to that one, he will. Alternating the movement, making sure that he stays frosty. Aware of all these possibilities, Chichu is being caught out of position. Hunter's Fury, at least to relieve that pressure, does not do enough. So with Chichu dropped, that's 2 players now down for EDG. Plan going to be committed, Simon gets it, but that's going to be a tag onto him as well. Lit up, and already players fall one after another. G2 racking them up. That's 5 alive for a flawless round. Wants to make a play for this one. Leaf was tucked though, and there is safety there, but not in terms of trying to play this spacing and timings as well. He's already flanked straight through, and Icy, yeah, the knife out, just was not expecting it. Deep dart. No one to follow off of it. Trent is so damn concerned now. All these players, because Kangang is ripping them to shreds, man. He knows what to play for, just needs some supplemented utility as well. I can hear the footsteps. Lovely sidestep. Just rips 2 of the heads clean off. G2 have no chance in hell to keep playing this one. Spam through the box. Leaf is lucky to be alive. He'll be backing all the way away. Needs to be defended here. They want to keep these guns.
This G2 team that's normally so good at shutting down superstar individual players. They just cannot steal.
I mean, cheeky.
A is extraordinarily open, but if they commit to the B split, Jonah P could win the round still.
Allen's dropped, I think that's through the window. Leaf has got a lot to do into this spot as well, but just with the Stinger in hand, close quarter combat, even with him being set up for it, the pit's still up and active, walking around. Icy, he does drop Kang. With the Dizzy broken as well, he knows that there's even more where that come from, and Jonah P's worked his magic! Right from behind, just not expecting that. Level of awareness that went missing there for EDG into this round, and it leaves it to Chichu. One player running and gunning, but time is against him with only 12 seconds to do it all. Him versus Jonah P. The timing should be granted. You need to hit a miracle shot, but Jonah P won't even give him the chance. Again, the ult for the retake.
Yeah, and they're going to try
Ideal
to...
leaf dropped.
Oh, that's huge. No lockdown now available, and Simon, if he pops ult, can deny the reckoning.
Straight into the center of the site with his flank. They're going to be pushed out into Audi's extremities, and Smoggy is left to watch most of this one. Ducked, crouched. The peak timing is absolutely everything. And Smoggy delivering death blow after death blow and toying with his food at the end. He knows that he's essentially wrapped this one up. Valen shut out. Chi-Chu with a movement. Nice little jiggle. Pit in the face. Jonah P shut down and shut out of the round entirely. This is a 9-3 if I've ever seen one.
And a beautiful half from EDG. I mean, the way that they played around the ults in that final round completely boxed G2 in here.
They're going to go for a refine, a reclear. It's just a contact swing. Straight up, taking the fights as well. This one could get dangerous, and Dire still winning it potentially out as well. Kang needs some help here over the shoulder as well. Reinforcements have to arrive. He needs some defense, but still, yeah, Chi-Chu is right there alongside him. How could I doubt? Weapon in the hands of Smoggy. He's going to be hearing all this noise. Bullet sent flying. Straight into the back here. No punish though. Almost catching onto Smoggy. He's going to get overwhelmed. Surely will fall. Drop the gun into the laps of G2, including this plant. Time might get against him as well. It's long rotates on a map like Icebox. They can be moving in and out as well. They're in the walls, man. They're in the walls, and it's all about collecting the kills when they're at least propped up, and opportunities are presented to you. Kang, not to be denied. Hold in their face. Try and get your way past this one here with a Dizzy, getting that acknowledgement. It's G2 will back away. Chi-Chu, free exploration, underhand with the flash as well. Right from behind, that is sublime, man. Valen's hard committed, bodies and shoulders peeking out wide. In the danger zone here though, Chi-Chu just overcommitting here, and Valen's the one to at least put a stop to all of that nonsense. Simon now, last one left. First one's good. Two more players to deal with. It was just a slight tap as well, and doubled up side by side, jumping around the corner to set this one up. Simon, a wonderful job to try and isolate these fights out, but only 2 bullets left to work with before he has to commit to the reload, and with the wide swing in the face, that bullet just will not land. He's got nobody alongside him here. The Z connects though. They should know he's up top, and the dash will not save you. Nobody. Again, seeking to at least potentially get a few more kills. All for naught. 2 of them dropping. Drone as well. Simon was seeking a timing, but now he is just fully committed once more into the corner. Chi-Chu responds, vacuuming up that space, but he's traded, and that discipline rearing his head, the G2. He was singing the praises, expecting that level of play from them.
And I do like that you highlighted that discipline, because you could see that spacing super, super tight.
There it is.
Beautiful as well, again there. The weaponry doesn't really seem good enough here, but if Chi-Chu can bait so that they don't think about Smoggy.
And also, I mean, EDG have got the hardest read in the world, of course, with Kang getting all this space. Now he does get dropped here, but a pop flash play already going to be going live and active into it. Phantoms in hand. Jonah P will offset most of it.
Yeah, amazing from Jonah P again. Look at Jonah P out here on B, by the way.
He's going to be trying to wrap this one while nobody's way ahead of the rest of his team as well. So with him drop, first kill advantage gone away. And honestly, the fight might just be over before Jonah P even gets into the fray. I see. 3 on the board, there's 2 plays left to stand. You know the maths. Adds up to potentially an ace, but not anymore. Jonah P
My ultimate is ready.
finally strikes right from behind there. So all the timing's taken. And I see just running his body in. Base on the end of a stick.
I think play off site here, play for your ult.
Yeah, but he's not intending to do that one. I see what the plans. Already 7 forwards need to be defended. It's not. And already broken. Nobody in Chi-Chu. They strike from the sides to pincer play. Double pronged in the approach. And guess what? It's worked out. Fully in the favor. The flash repeat again in the refight here with the rifles. They've got to try and sail their way through this course, but already it's tumultuous indeed. Time expends, but EDG are ready for this one. There's a knife held into the hand as well with the drone, and to the thrash is going to be cancelled almost immediately. And nobody, he's right in their faces, a flash and an overhead. Simon is swinging wildly into them and still returns with 2. Just before that trade comes up, with 2 left to stand from G2 themselves. It's a crossfire. Dart though, that's not broken. Trent though, he's going to be dropped and damage done straight through the wall. Wingman broken once more. Icy. Stick down, a tap, forcing them forwards into the fight as well. Needs to try and isolate some of these fights. Done so, 1v1, all to survive. Icy has only gone and done it. Still an aggressive off angle that he's committed to. And Chi-Chu going re-exploring into mid. He hasn't been punished for these peeks onto the turret up until now. dodge, only tagging onto the one as well. Might be a bit of that false information. Oh, underhanded Simon. He's eager for the scrap. Does come up with the one. Is he going to be into his face as well? Plenty of targets up and over. Jonah P just did not know which way to adjust. And this is it, surely. The impetus to take away this map. Nanoswarm's at your feet, Detted, ready and waiting. Trent is spotted, taken out, swinging wide. Simon denied, but not enough to deny. I see that one still. 13-8 for the finish. EDG. Both teams trying to obfuscate their intent here. The Nanoswarm dropped down. Hot feet there for Leaf. Unable to really rest the steady hands there for the kill onto Chi-Chu, but catching this in theory and at least in practice too. Trent, 40 health, will be dropped. He's looking to put the squeeze of the rest of his team onto these players here. Icy still comes up with one just before the trade, but they're missing these timings onto one another. In the back pocket, Simon's got that fault line. It's going to be let loose along with the paranoia in through the back. Valen could not stand a chance against it. And you know where the last is. Jonah P is no more. Another pistol round here for EDG.
Playing aggressively like this is really, really strong against this Viper wall. It's aggressive. It can be punished in other ways.
Just bonkers, though. I mean, going for the flash re-clear.
Wow.
And the crossfire's already been set up, and it's a gun given away, but Leafy's got his back wide open, so Simon will happily take that timing against him. Aftershock is good too, in through the back. Icy trying to TP and make a play.
It's good defaulting.
Oh, Simon, what are you going for here? You silly Billy. Dropped, man. He's taking risks to try and get that mid-round information. Stun connects, but Leaf's covering over the shoulder. So at the end of the day, you got to take risks. It's a good paranoia. Doesn't connect onto too many more of them as well. They want to make a good go of things here, but Trent's going to be swinging this with the might of the rest of his team, and they do put a stop to any sort of bonus round aggression. Orb over the top as well. It's just straight from the lineup, but EDG players going to be trying to evacuate into the arms of Leaf. They hear the footsteps as well. EDG just crossed up. Nobody not expecting, like Leaf could already have repositioned there. Fake into the TP. Kang. Not going to be setting his eyes there for long, but not also going to be winning out the fight. He's going to be dropped. And at this point, with just Simon and Smoggy left alive, forced to save these rifles.
And Simon's petrified. He thinks that Leaf is going to be coming around behind him. In his head there, Leaf was just pushing out Garage, and Leaf is going to be popping out of, window or pushing around behind him. He thinks he's fully stuck in that spot, flushing out A lobby.
Valen's walked straight past. There's no TP necessary. Nobody punished for the hubris. Yes, it is these weaker weapons in the hands of these EDG players, and they want to try and make usage of them, but to their own dismay. I think you're right on the money as well, talking about that kind of push and pull from EDG, where the defense onto A, it's going to be weaker. Losing some of these guns. Taking a jiggle. Simon spotted. Taken out. And comes last one left, right through the wall.
And to add some additional context to G2's Haven.
All alongside it. All grouped up. There needs to be an extra element here from EDG if they want to try and navigate this spot and situation. It's a drone out and through. It's going to get that tag onto Valen. Going to be util used to clear him out here. Wall blocking the way, but holding it down out through Garage and whipping the rifle around, spraying. Nobody's going to need some help now. He's going to be swarmed into this short position. Oh, still there, but it's going to be running short. Kills need to be found from it. The stun is almost perfect. Yes, indeed it is. There's that util that we're talking about. They've got spades of it to try and refight those areas, and what a time to do it. And Trent. Oh my. Unless there's a weakness that crops up here for EDG, but they just catch it. The contact as Trent was sneaking around. So there's a thrifty win to put them onto the board. Just holding time as well, but that turret's going to be dropped down. Kang, you are right into the middle of nowhere, using both the glides, but he just cannot escape. Corners are cleared by Icy. Nobody going for, again, that re-exploration. It's a risky play that does not pay off for him.
I'm back.
But
Simon's missed.
with a couple kills, with one or two.
Already down and out here. Time is going to start to tick here for EDG. Smoggy is waiting for his win con to try and play himself into this spot. Blinded up, matters not. At least for G2. Got that discipline, making sure to play together as a pack. Broken, taken out. Smoggy still holding, spammed, expected. Walking over, Kang's at an off angle. All he needs is the one kill, but running way ahead of it. It's a flash, or at least a stun, at least to play himself out, and he's done so with perfection. Nobody right from behind as well, making sure that this is really putting a squeeze down. Kang leading the charge as the spearhead for the team and striking right where it hurts. It's G2 You're going to be left reeling up onto the high ground. This is an awkward position for G2 to be into. Jonah P with a plan, but he's pushed back and away from it with the damage done onto all of them. And already tacked up, a kill to be claimed. Jonah P dropped. Valen is right there at him. Can going to be found. Simon's right from behind. Again put in the squeeze and just not expecting it. And Kang will be able to hold his ground, stand it down. Hunter's Fury now into the corner. That is a nice set play. Haven't seen that one in quite some time. Reminiscent of EDG on Fracture back in the day. Icy will be able to get that plant down as a result of that one. So baiting him in, but he hadn't cleared Smoggy, but the trade is intact. And there, Valen rewarded with it. But what can EDG do with that information? Stun into the corner again. Global util, it's been good. Trent is basically dead to rights. Indeed, cleaned up just from that utility time. Might start to become a problem. Spike's ticking away. Chichu with another one. Pit's still up though. Gotta worry about this one.
It's not planted for the pit.
Yeah, it's playing out wide here. To tap. He knows he's not playing onto the contact. Jonah P's going to be weaving in and out. Still going to be coverage. There he jumps around the corner, but it's Simon who saves the bloody day. No! Just trying to set Kang into the appropriate spot. Icy spam down into the corner here. Smoggy though is going to be going down. Valen will not leave that one uncontested. Nobody. Steep tucked Paranoia is going to be dodging. But at least with the draw, no way! Backstabs in play. Kang with all that positioning, 6-6. That is an explosive finish. Lay it down onto him here. There's 45 seconds left. Again, the dart at their backs. Recon going to be broken, still lighting them up enough, and the crossfire setups are definitely enough. G2 didn't budge, didn't get rooted away from this spot. Trent delivers a 4-piece. I mentioned how good EDG's XX are, but they don't really have the weapons for it, so we'll have to be util to try and save the day. Leaf peeks up and over, realizing he wasn't favored, going to be backing away, and the pause is caught at just the right time. Refighting into the back of the site will not turn up with absolutely anything. It's cleaned up. It's got to be calmed. Aftershock in through into the back as well as the dart. He doesn't reveal it. Bulldog spray is labored at that, but at least he claims the kill. The trade down, Snakebite up and over the top as well, only applying a slight amount of vulnerability as they attempt to play and swing off of that.
To rotate over and reinforce the A site.
That's Valen looking to do some damage. It's
That's
quite
good.
nice, yeah. 2 kills. And again, playing a retake without any rifles really, other than just Valen and the op. It's an impossibility for G2. That's the position they're going to be forced into. Choosing whether or not to even make a go of this. Up and around as well. Baiting with the bodies. Seeing if they can set up any sort of kills, but everybody falls. Nothing else past this point. Looking to fake this presence. They're all in front of the cuts it up as well, but already deep down C, G2 have taken that space, and they're going to know and be fully aware that there's really nothing else behind this one, and so the call is made. Nobody's sticking it. It's a little bit delayed and late here. The Hunter's Fury, yeah, it's not going to be connecting. Kang's going walkabouts. Played in right off the back of it. Their own ult as well, potentially obfuscating most of it. Flank. It's alerted him to his presence. Locked down by Smoggy. This 1v1 being taken, but the rest of G2 is being just, again, plucked out of the prettiest picture. Still going to be trying to win out these fights. Held over the shoulder. Down to that 2 versus 2. Kang ult in hand. Lets it rip, but again, his head's on a swivel. Trent delivers a miracle. Not quite elimination, but it's a game that will knock them off their feet. Here's a Hunter's Fury to supplement this play as well. Lighten up Trent. Kang to capitalize. Util 2 be used here. Your ult already popped off. Blind with the Paranoia up into the corner, spraying away. They know the rough positions of these players, and as well, they have to collect it all together. Jonah P up onto the high ground, not enough to collect it, drop down and spray down. Simon presents some danger, especially with EDG just making sure to walk all the way, most of the way through this one, spotting the contact here. And now, Dart not going to be dealt with, lighten them up. Putting it up into the crossfire setup with the smokes finally blooming and blossoming, and Icy trying to flash himself in. Making a play.
They work for plant denial, they work for a retake potential as well. But they're going to get them online by dying, really. That's not a great...
I'm dead impressed, the pace and tempo. It's turned up, increased off the back of it. Ult, not committed, in fact, just broken. Kang trying to play himself in, it's doubled up. Movement slightly ajar, enough to just offset all of it. And pre-fires into the corner. Hunter's Fury again to supplement and push back EDG away from this C site.
He's got enemies there.
Silent drop down Leaf. He nails it. Chichu drops, so does the spike. Nobody going for another reclamation. No, my goodness. Smoggy can only do so much into this spot. He's got the time to work with, but unfortunately, insurmountable odds. And it's all set against him here. G2 will not go down themselves. And this is ballsy. Yes, he has the gate crash, but he's taking this fight almost alone. Nobody. He's droned up and right ahead of it. Nobody. Bursted down, beamed down. Where's the follow-up and through? It's up through Garage. And Kang will be dropped. Push into the spawn. Smoggy wants to go with things, but it did not connect. Not onto Icy, not this time. Simon with the plant. It's all highlighted and orchestrated like they want to try and fight this once again, and G2 are fully aware. Anti-flash. A dart into the back. A playmaking ability by Icy. Sacrificing his own body for it, but he's still the one to come up with the kill. Simon has got to do so much more. Kills are offered up towards him, but not enough in the end. G2. Trent tempt him twice. Rolling Thunder now committed. Paranoia alongside it. Valen is tucked safe. Nicely inside the orb. Stunned up. Matters not. This guy's still alive and kicking here with a flash of his own as well to play into the back pocket. The rest of his team are already played all the way in. Simon weaving in and out. Nowhere to play. They've stolen this round away. When all the momentum felt like it was in the hands of EDG. This is the 12th round now for G2. Like it could be making a play for this one.
Alarm bot for the Garage reflank. They're going to know about this.
Nobody's already passed it though. Lambot triggers, Jonah P diffusing half onto the board. This is for the map. Someone needs to stop this. Someone needs to stop this, but no one is there. G2. That just removes that crucial element of time. Moshpit util. Nate's going to be rebounding here, just trying to get Icy out of there. Regaining control of Lamps as well. Adding 2 for Nail. EDG Joe, they're going to be setting their sights now over towards the forward section. See if they can take the fight through with the flashes and heads are turning, facing away. G2 are dominating now. Every position, leaving Chichu the last one left to do so much here, but Icy with a running gun.
Teams like Gen G and Fnatic losing that. All of the heavy Leviathan losing as well.
Oh, and they are fully aware. Simon was going to try and go for that cheeky play. Most of EDG playing in spawn for this round as well to see if they could just react to the noise cues sent their way. Now here's the danger zone for EDG. Hopefully empowering him, setting him up to try and get these kills. Trent's the one though, taking them all away. Leading it forwards here with a 3-piece, so Flawless, who's holding on to this. That's the second wave, I think, for the Boombot. Triggered out, Mosh Pit now up and over Trent. That's incredible awareness, just knowing that Chichi was going to be placed up into that spot with the Thrash earned from that kill. He wants to send this one flying forward. Stimmy, it's a very rapid Shark indeed, clearing most of the way, but not clearing the pocket. But Simon spotted. Icy plays off of least contact almost perfectly, running through the smoke. Kang, Smoggy has made the most of this. It's a 3-piece for him, make it 4! And everybody falls from G2. Mosh still being held down. Chichu, this time he's the bait. Gonna be trying to lock this down onto one of the angles here. There's a showstopper that is exchanged onto either side. Holding it down for the back of the side, a bit of damage potentially done. Simon's here, trying to play himself in once more, taking the fight, but with the Bulldog in hand, he just can't land it. Takes a molly to the face, yet still Smoggy defends. Up and over, 12 seconds left. Orbital strike, it's all toppling now, and the spike has to be planted. Defense is necessary. Valen needs to be held all the way through. Is the last one left. Swung through and out, through the wall. The rest of his team can't quite get themselves through this one. Anchoring smokes, placed down. Chichu's landed it, but eventually cleaned up. The rest of his team, though, needs to be aware of the fact that nobody could be creeping forwards into this one, yes. With the spike planted, Icy makes sure ult orbs into plants and then ults themselves into the XX. Very difficult to stop.
And look at that. Trent comes in to steal the kill. That's perfect. Gets another one.
Leaf's baiting it. Leaf's baiting it. He's trying to get Trent to kill here. This is just min-maxing to the utmost, but okay, eventually. And no casualty. As a result, through the wall, spam down, Haunt reveals up onto Leaf, putting that pressure down. Vulnerable is excellent and good, but he still needs some extra elements to help him out entirely. He is being pressured, overwhelmed, taken out. Coverage there from the lamp position, but EDG have control of showers, and now calling for the evacuation. Trendo not so lucky. Scuttling, scurrying across the sand. Icy wins that fight. Jonah P covering it all. You cannot be squandering this. No way. Simon will close it out anyway. Ready, prime. Simon scatters it. Forwards now with a Nightfall. Thrash wave 2. All to push them back and away. It's a cacophony of util. It's the mosh pit of nobody that gets that first kill advantage. Leaf damage done again through the wall. The pit to just try and play EDG right back into this one again, but the bodies are toppling. Players are falling. EDG cannot hold a candle right now to the rifle play and work right through Leaf. Even with the pressure, he's overcoming it all, and they all are falling. G2. And already push it in through the spawn, I see. He's taking liberties with it. Kangkang's a danger man with that rifle in play, and with him toppled and dropped. And ticking away, Simon's cutting it up close, he denies. It's a funny moment.
Not funny for Simon. Not funny for EDG.
Leaf was low.
If Trent gets inside Thrash or Jonah P gets inside the dog, there is a Brimble on the other side.
Contact Refight, I want to get ahead of most of this already, but do they have the weapons for the job? Nobody. Not long for this world. Can't survive in the middle of it, but it isn't a cheeky play.
It would take something momentous from Kangkang. He's found a
slip past.
timing.
He slipped past. Leaf is down, and so is the pit, but Valen's immediately there to respond in through the back of the site. Leave it. 1 HP and a dream, but it's an 8th round for G2. A lot is asked of him. Orbital strike through the back. He does land a kill. Needs to lock down his position, though. Straight through, up and over, not broken, but the timing taken across it. It's rifled in hand. Nobody in Chichu. To try and put a stop to all of this. Kangkang through the TP, might have just done enough still. 15 seconds, nobody not clear, but eventually is. 12 left, time is of the essence. G2, they stretch it to the finest of details. You know, as soon as Valen has taken that contact, the swing will be there from Trent. It has to be a miracle, it will not be the case.
Double operator coming out for G2 here on the attack side, just hoping that EDG overstep themselves, get desperate, and they have. Yeah, immediately.
Straight into the trap. Leaf is there waiting. Thrash to try and set up some sort of crunching through the angles. Horn's going to be revealed. Leaf squares up to it, takes the challenge. Trailblazer forwards, but way ahead of it. Jonah P had no one else to play off of here. EDG might have at least carved their way a path back into this round. Thrash round 2, Chichu with the push. It's all putting the squeeze onto these G2 players into a 2v3. Chaos sowed. It's not over yet, the job's not finished. Hearing all sorts of sound and heads, not expecting it, I see! Frying them!
He's made this incredibly winnable.
Will he catch it right from behind? The answer is yes, so. Gives up a lot of this space onto the off angle. Chichu just wanders right into it. Happy to take that fight now, but G2 not willing to slow down, but not anticipating the full wraparound.
Beautiful round from Chichu. The teleporter without having some info on the B side of the map. The crosshair placement was not there, and Chichu, your players as you can, and then see if you can deny them on the other side too.
Yeah, definitely. Chichu is alone while taking that fight, even with the better weaponry. Go button's called. Hard clear into the corner, just the shoulder peeking. And you're right. All the goals for the eco here of G2 just...
Nobody's not even halfway there yet.
Simon. That's a read.
He was so confident.
Okay. EDG are holding the util here. There's a nade, it's a prowler, it's all pressed forwards here. Now Icy is going to get squeezed with the stimmy in play as well. I mean, close range weaponry at short work onto the hold. G2 spacing and positioning. He's already lost track of most of this one, but with the horn broken, spam through the box as well. He's still alive for God knows what reason, but eventually cleaned up. Bonus round for EDG. Looking converted, looking good. Nobody sticking a plan, prioritizing to try and get his ult online. Jonah P off from the flank now. A little bit separated. He's going to try and play that one together, and Smoggy will just isolate the fight himself, take matters into his own hands. So, Jonah P's up close here, wants to try and take that fight. Bullets lay it down. Not enough for the kill, though. This looks like it has some danger to it, I'm not going to lie. There's a snake bite. Slowing down the approach. It's the weakest players who are first through. They're trying to take that point of contact. Kangkang completely separated from his team now. And weaving in and out. It's just spraying and praying away. Rewarded though. Coming up with the goods. Coverage has to be there, and it finally is. Valen shut down as he seeks to deny that plant.
And here comes a flank. This kill, so important.
Cross ahead. Patience, patience, patience played. Trent barely there. Grabs the kill in the end. And all this sound and pressure is being made as well. Simon doesn't know which way to look. Satchel's through and plays him in. It's disaster for EDG. Time played, time ticking. Smoggy's out wide. A tap, a stick, coverage. Trent lands it with a bullet to the dome. It's an upset round in the making. tucked safely. Putting the smoke, underhanded with the nade again. This is going to be denying the plant, surely. Nobody, no way. Wingman survives. Intruder back in the site, though. That is overzealous by Kang. And there was that punish in sight. Thrash through, and now it's detained. Even now Simon, he's pulled it back out of nowhere. Simon? Gotta see that one again, somehow, somewhere. What was looking so damn dangerous. Leaf now. Not offered much in terms of opportunities. Spraying right through the wall. Simon finishes it. Ring around the roses. They're running away up through A short once more. They can't take the TP once more. Surely not. Running them down. Classics in hand. You can really just try and stave away and play a bit of patience into the round here by G2. The plant is tapped from behind. It's wrapped. Control here and giving up guns in the process. Doubled up with the rifles. Swinging through. It's Leaf who trades it onto Simon. Walking in, the barrel betrays him, nobody's down, and it's given an opportunity in for the 1v1. Adjustment not there, snapped into the side, the wingman not being used for the defuse, Trent! Pivot options might be there if they try and take the showers TP, but Leaf is also going to be waiting. Mosh is down a tap to pull the util out again, but the timing caught with Leaf, bullet to the back. Just not enough done preemptively to pull all this util out. It will take miracles, but again, like you said, orbital strike, primed, ready, nobody pushed back. 7 seconds, 6, down to 5, 4. There needs to be a plan online, but the time is lost against them. EDG, no more chances, no more opportunities. And the 11th round, concatenated up now by G2. Use to cut up any sort of aggression in through and out of Hookah. Sees it, signs of life as well. The Haunt, at least the Prowler, I should say. Excuse me, shot missed, orbital strike, out and around here. Icy with the rocket! No way! Insanity with the movement. Kang. He's dodged and ducked and weaved. The fast play from G2 will be punished with a molly at the feet. Cooking them alive in the process, but the rifles are the one to claim the day. Simon delivers all that damage. Valin, too much to overcome. I see. It's definitely going to be falling here. Satchels. Bullets flying his way. Ult's even committed here.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that.
Yeah, nobody feeling like he has to use it to try and clean up most of this round. Maybe just evidence, I think, of the frantic nature that EDG are operating under. It should be cleaned up. Should be. Isolated into this spot. Tries to pre-fire it into the corner. And rifle. Short.
Here comes that Thrash.
Yep, re-clear. Detainment catches onto him, but again, there's that reinforcement arriving. EDG, they want to try and put a stop to this one. Nade around IC. He won't be denied. The line is drawn in the sand.
Could they maybe try to turn this
bait.
2v5?
It's a sound bait. Valen's holding, but still loses the fight. Jumping around, that's a pit into the spawn. Trying to grant him a bit of that space and luxuries, even if they can get into the A side too. Does he win this fight out? Can he make it a possibility? The crosshair placement, not ideal, and Icy, one more for the ace, denied from that, yet still the damage has been done. Chichu, it's a 1v3, no util left to his name. The defuse already tapped, stuck all the way, G2. Exactly right here with 30 seconds onto the clock. This is do or die for EDG. It all lands onto this, and it has to pay off massively. Molly's rebounding off to the side, but Jonah P not caught out still. It's played in to perfection here with the satchels in play. Nobody. Plant's going to be stuck, swinging a wide leave with 2 out through the hookah. Chichu denies, and Icy is left to do the most in this spot in a 1v3. Exchange, a bit of a handshake occurring out towards
through the teleport
TP,
with the Razor.
Razor, it's here, it's earned, and now is the time to strike. Kang right there forwards. He's already taken that timing, and now you might have some difficulties even getting the value, but now tucked to the corner.
Valin, Icy, they know this is a possibility.
In through Lambs. Head ripped clean off Simon and Smoggy. Jiggle speak is good here. Sees a little bit better, and a fight taken, squared up to Simon. He wins it. Win cons potentially there, but the position is so damn obvious. EDG would need a miracle. They need it now. Smoggy to deliver, potentially no. G2 deny it all.